Like normally, like on a normal run with like normal scaling, I don't know, it may be like kind of similar, but with this where he has extra HP, I think at least that early into the fight you want to dodge. But maybe that's wrong, because on one hand you do lower his HP, but on the other hand, by going behind him, he's gonna rotate more, and that's gonna recover his posture a bit. So I'm actually not too certain. Seems like this cycle you won't be able to do Demon Bell Charmless. PBing is way too hard for you right now. Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, well, maybe next time. Maybe next time you play Sekiro. Or what you can do, which I guess depends on your preferences, you could do like a day or two where you just try to get a baseline time for the other run. You know, maybe if you are at the end of the cycle and you're like, oh my god, I forgot again. You're at the end of the cycle and you're like, yeah, you know what, I'm probably not gonna get a PB. So let me just try Demon Bell Charmless just to get a time, so I have something to... Because it's always nice to have a PB, because then when you go and run that category again, then you can watch your PB to kind of get an idea. Not a single day affair, I need to route it. Yeah, I guess. I thought that it would be extremely similar though. Like, I didn't even make save files for this, and I am literally just doing the Shura Glitchless route. Like, there are so few changes in the run. That is crazy. Because it's Shura, yeah, but still with all bosses, I don't know if it's that different, other than I guess maybe you could... this is quite slow. Maybe you could do the quest at the start of the run, since you are playing restricted after all, right? So you can just backstab the rat. Man, that's gotta be 100% worth it for that category, for sure. Because you get extra skill points by having... I can't remember if it's Charm or Demon Bell. I think Demon Bell is drops, right, and Charm is more XP. Irada 1. Yeah, I guess some of the routing in all bosses is like lined up in a way where you can cheese some of the bosses. Like, you get the exact amount of damage that you need to cheese the boss, and that wouldn't really apply in the case of Demon Bell Charmless. So maybe a different order would be good. But at the same time, I feel like just getting a baseline is better than sitting around not doing anything. Or trying to PB when you can't. Oops. Not something you just do in one day. Well, I doubt the routing matters that much. I gotta be fair. Because these runs are hard to even... grab strafe. On the instant grab, you just need to know when he's gonna do it. And then be on the right attack animation, or if you aren't on the right attack animation, you can do a block hit and face, like, you know, away from the enemy, from the ogre. The other grab strafes I'm not so sure how work actually, at least for this strat I'm doing, the Chinese strat. block attack. Well, you're missing out. It's extremely good to know. It's really, really good in like backup situations. And for this run, like only the first 2 attacks I have accounted for. The rest is just improvisation. Good RNG. Seems to be way more important with Charmless. Well, okay, so what I'm trying to say is that in terms of your time investment, like to actually get something that you can even start to like think about whether one thing is better than the other, it takes quite a while. Essentially getting a deathless run or something like that. I don't think we're even gonna be at that point with like getting deathless runs on on the run you are doing, because it's like actually fucking impossible to not die. I get what you mean though, but I'm saying just fucking raw dog it and get something to start with. That's what I've been doing. And I can tell you that Spicy Wiener played this for a very long time, and he spent a lot of time labbing, and I think he would have been better off having played more rather than testing all the time. Oh, about Blockstrape, I see. Is the routing... I see. Headshot! I messed up my positioning. Okay, it's okay. Decent fight. I like golded canyon. Fight is long, yeah. It's really hard to get a good fight on Gyobu. There isn't really a strat for it. Which is kind of what I'm trying to say with this whole thing, is that like no one has any idea what the best thing is to do. And the only way to really find out is to fuck around. But yeah, I'll definitely give it a try. If you also, like when you end up giving it a try, I'll probably also do it. I haven't even ran the normal all bosses restricted though. Someday. dead. Fuck, I messed up. You can usually walk by him there. Oh. It's okay. Still looking good. This is looking like time save. Which I know is kinda crazy. Oh, the Judgment Death Blow? I guess. Yeah, you also gotta like deal with an attack from each phase, I believe. Like on top of having to strafe, you know, there will be an attack after that that you may have to dodge. There's definitely some interesting routing things in it, but there's also, you're gonna be having the whole thing with like risk reward and realize that almost nothing is worth doing because you're gonna fucking die to like one hit of literally anything. Nice cancel. Whoops. Jump. Well, not like there. I'm gonna say something. I think I'm the best at fighting Genichiro of anyone in the world in a speedrun setting. Boom, I said it. Despite the fact that I just kind of fucked up the end there. The fact is that even on the fight where I fuck up, I am faster than everyone else. Ah, 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 ah. Run my mouth crazy. Genichiro is a complex boss. There is for sure more that I need to work on him. More moves that I don't quite... and I'm not quite the best at managing. But it's kind of low on the priority list. Like, learning to deflect the entirety of floating passage is kind of... like, it's useful. But... it's not that useful compared to other things. Another thing I need to get better at, which I only started playing around with recently, is when he does his overhead slam and you're not in a position to strafe it, then instead of dodging, you take a step to the side. And there's also a crazy strafe that I don't do on his Mikiri. And there are also some other strafes that you could probably do with blockheads that haven't even... There's so much shit, honestly. Makes sense for leaderboard. Yeah, I mean, if category extensions existed, it would be there. Put it in MISC. We don't use MISC though. But yes, you could. I don't think you realize though that it actually doubles the amount of categories on the side. Right. Unless you want to be selectively adding them, which is kind of clown business. Because then the question arises of why this one but not this one. I want to run this one, but because it's... like, the idea of adding it to the leaderboard is because people want it to be added, right? So at that point, you kind of have to add them all. Since you're going to add the menu anyway for it. Like the drop down. You're gonna get like, I think it's like 18 or 20 new categories on the site. Very good fight. Add them all. Yeah. Gonna add 20 new. With all the shit a subcategory? Yeah, something like that probably. So you just have like a category that says Demon Bell Charmless. And then everything is on the drop down, right? Or something like that. Not entirely sure how the visual structure would be, but yeah. 2 layers of... yeah, probably something like that. Although it would be 3, right? Because fucking console as well. I guess it could work in some way. Like, I guess honestly, thinking about it, I'm not too against it, but I'm also not like the biggest like supporter of adding it. So many free console world records? Yeah. Well, you need a PS5, so they're literally not free. Cost like $500 to get any of them. Because running on PS4, it's like... It's just... The game is so against you. Not only because Bull is RNG, but also because like you just lose 2 minutes out of nothing. And now there's a PS5 Pro coming, which will have even better load times. And even more stable frame rate. Which will just make times even better on it. So the world records are only free if you already have a PS5. Although some of them, I mean, most of them, not like the main ones, but most of like the meme, I call them meme, you know, the ones that are less played, could be beaten on PS4, but it actually becomes kind of a tight race. Like, it's not, like, yeah. It's kind of like when you're a mid-level player, and there is like a high-level player who got a world record, but the world record is very old, and so you're trying to, you know, beat the player who's better than you, but with updated strats. And it's usually kind of like a tight, like it's a tight margin for you as a player to hit that world record. Even though that for a top player it may be kind of easy. And in this scenario, if you're playing with a PlayStation 4, you can never be a high-level player. At least in terms of like the times that you'll be putting out. Unfortunately. Yeah, PS4 is kind of skull emoji, not gonna lie. It's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. You're not a high-level player. Oh, you are a high-level player. But I guess, well, I've felt this situation before, like when I first got the Immortal Severance No Air Swim world record from Evil Ash. Evil Ash is very good at No Air Swim. And I was kind of a mid-level player for No Air Swim. But because I had so many strats, I was able to beat him. But it was only by a bit. It was only by like 15 seconds from the first time around. Bro, why does this happen every time? I trade with him. Well, maybe it's a part of the strat, right? Oh. Okay, this was... this was kind of a sick strat, not gonna lie. Even though it was entirely unintentional. Yo. Clip it and ship it to Sarah. New strat. Did I get an MD? Yeah, I got an emblem cancel on the third MD on the first phase. So I had 3 MDs for second phase. Kind of ridiculous. I golded by 2 seconds, it seems. Or something around there. Okay, we're doing 6 Ash because 6 Ash is very based and 4 Ash is annoying to do. And anyone who disagrees is wrong. Your opinion is bad. Hehe. Nice. That was really good. Oh. It actually works out nicely with the damage here. Like, if you were to go for the jumping over her head strat, then the damage wouldn't line up. Or maybe it lines up in a different good way, but it lines up in a nice way for doing the standing MDs here. Because, like, as you saw, I just killed her with the final one. And the thing is, if you jump, you don't get the deflect damage. You do get more jump MD damage, but yeah. I haven't even tried that because it's like a crazy amount of jumping you need to do. Although I guess it would be kind of similar to doing the no Aqua strat. Oh, that could have been kind of dangerous. Insane wall of text. Yeah, I'll read it in a bit. It's okay. We gotta love some wall of text. I'm a big poster of wall of text, so it's only fair that I also appreciate others' walls of text. Dude, can that guy hit you? I don't think he can, but it's kind of dangerous. What are these guys doing there? What? Okay. Bro, this demon bell got these enemies fucking tweaking out here. What the hell? They're literally on crack cocaine. Holy shit. Up. Pretty sure doing a lot of small, slow things that you've been doing forever. Like last Dark Souls 1 cycle. Oh, footage analysis will be able to figure out your weak spot more efficiently. Instead of uncertainty where you lose time, you actually realize where you lose time. Yeah. Yeah. When you can start to figure out where you're losing time, it's kind of a big deal. That's something that I had a hard time with for a long time. And still, to this day, there are still some things that I'm not entirely sure where I lose time on, but that's literally, I think it's like actually only dialogue that I have that with. Like, I don't know why I'm losing time on dialogue. Everything else, I can see, I think I can see it. But obviously you don't know what you don't know, so maybe there is something that I'm overlooking that I may be missing. But it's a good start, at least, to be able to see your mistakes better. Goes a long way. Ooh. Based. that's not a headshot. I think I'm gonna lose a bit of time here. Yeah, confetti ape. I like confetti. Oh, actually, never mind. We're saving time because I had a terrible ape in PB. What is confetti for? I guess I get the confetti for Ishin. And so this one is just extra. Lowers his posture recovery and also it gives you more terror resist. Or, yeah, it makes you able to tank the scream slightly better. If you're at the end of the fight and trying to finish him during that. I can't remember. I think it only lowers the damage you take. It doesn't actually... I can't exactly remember. There is like a tiny bit of... I'm just gonna call it terror resist on the Divine Confetti. But it's not like in the same way as Pacifying Agent, I don't think. You know, it's... Yeah. I'm not entirely sure how exactly it works, but... Was it that... Oh, yeah, so the strat is that... you deflect the big long combo and then you, when he falls on the ground, you jump MD him twice in the head. That's the strat. Deflecting the full combo does more damage than the usual punish we do, but it's usually not needed. You would overkill him if you did that in Shura Glitchless. And it would be much more risky. You know how it works? Alright, yeah. Yeah, you're a knower. Okay, that is actually dangerous to do that. Also, this is kind of sus because I don't have any fucking... I shouldn't have done that. I should have stomped on his head. That's kind of a mistake. I'm gonna lose time here. Okay, not that much. Yeah, okay. I think opening with MD might not be the ideal play since you have confetti, so you might just want to hit him instead. But I think we should be 33 here. Oh, hell yeah. Boom. 33. 47. Let's go! Fuck yes! That should be the world record. The actual world record, you know, no questions asked. No disputes. No nothing. A run that can certainly be done better. But for now, I'll let other people try and improve it. Potentially, you could see maybe another minute barrier be broken on this, but it would be kind of hard at that point. I think you would be pushing it to the points where it's like actually like really, you know, really horrible to play. Like super reset heavy. If you can cut out the mistakes I did and then add in some more risky strats, then you'd be able to do something that could potentially lead to a 32, maybe.